Hello and welcome to my channel. Happy New Year. Yeah, so it's been a while, I'll explain. But yeah, I thought I would do this review, end of year review. Well, it's not end of year, it's January the 3rd. Beginning of end of last year, talking about last year, talking about next year. And everybody's been doing it on YouTube. I haven't had my channel in January before, so I've never done one before. So I figured I would. Fear of missing out. FOMO. Obviously, I don't have that much. If you've seen my community post back in the summer, I got tendonitis in my arm, which is why I've got the support on at the moment still. It meant zero, and I mean zero diamond painting. Anytime I tried to do it, my arm it was not happy. And but I'm back now, very cautiously, because it's not gone, but it's much better. So we're going to take it cautiously, slowly, but that's why I don't actually have many finishes. But yeah, so we'll start with the little snacks, because these are the things I did before I came back to my channel in March. I'd taken a big diamond break. That was a plan. I wanted to do that in the summer when I stopped because of my tendonitis. That was hell because I didn't want to stop. It's different when you take a break because you're just like, yeah, I don't want to do it. But yeah, I wanted a diamond paint and I couldn't. So that was not fun. But before I came back on my channel, I was like just trying out some little snack sizes. My other half, he tends to buy me these types of, you know, like little stocking fillers. Sometimes he gives me some at Christmas. Sometimes he just goes out and he's been out to the shops and stuff and he spots something and he just brings it home. God bless. So we'll get these out of the way because these are the ones that I was trying to warm up with. Before I started back being proper, I was like, oh, let's just knock out this and see if I'm in the mood. So this is the first one. I'll show you the box. Hang on. Right, so these are in the UK. They're called Charting Creations. And I think he got this one at maybe the Works or the Range, one of the two. And as you can see, only cost £3. My only gripe with this one is they're like 12 vivid colours, and he's really cool. And he is really cool. And I mean, if I didn't know about that other picture, I'd think he was quite cool. But this is not the same colour. Look at his pink nose, or not pink nose. Anyway, wibble aside. So I did that, and again, where should I put this? I didn't think about that. I stacked everything up, and I'm like, I didn't leave any space to where to put things. Right, we'll put that over there. Right, so we've got this boy, this bad boy. Look at him. He's a crystal drill one. Again, this is actually, it's made by the same people, but this is Crystal Creations. Oh, the other one was Crystal. Did I call it? Oh, Charting Creations. That's a cross-stitch company. Oh, my God. Right. So this is Crystal. I've got to de-kit this because there's still got all the crystals in there. But you get it in a little kit. And he's a bit bigger. He's a bit bigger. He's very cute. I'm happier with him than I was the other kitty. That's for sure. They actually have little things. Should I have the desire to put them up? I don't. These are just time wasters. But I did him, so that's why we're here. And then the last one, which was also Crystal Creations. I'll show you the box as well, just in case you ever spot them. I think this came from the range. This one actually is really cool. Oh, sorry, I just knocked the camera. Don't want you to feel seasick. So this one is quite cool because it comes on a frame. So we'll just, there, I finished it on the 19th. Oh, I only finished this on the 19th of December. This is the one I did, well, I did this on and off through like November and December because it's a round and it's partial. So this is what I was doing to test to see if how angry my arm would get with me if I started diamond painting again. And the answer is a little bit, but not too bad. But it's really cool. I like him. He's lovely. And he was, yeah. Anyway, so that's the snack sizes. So this is a proper finish. We have this one. So this is a painting that was done by Mindfulness Diamond Painting. They're no longer in business. It's legally licensed. It's by Sarah Richter. And I'll show you a little thumbnail if you want it. You can now get this on Diamond Art Club, I've noticed, so you can get it. This is one of my favourite paintings, and I mean, I'm not a super gothy type one, but I like a bit of, you know, that sort of style. But this one, I just love the colours. It's so simple and so bright. And it's a round, and it was a 40 by 55, which is, so it was, you know, it was bigger than normal snack size, but not a big one. And yeah, I did some enhancements myself as well. But not much. I just put some white ABs just on her teeth, so she had a little bit of highlight in her tufts. And our skull has got one. And I think also, yeah, I put a couple of whites and red ABs just in some of these bubbles, just to make them stand out. But that was a really fun one. I love this one. I was doing it for, what year are we in? So 2024. So this would have been 2021. Drills and chills I was meant to do this for. So yeah, let's not talk about that. So yeah, I did finally get it completed at the beginning of the year. So that is that one. So cool. Honestly, I recommend it. Such a fun canvas. Right, so this one is from Diamond Art Studios, and it is some artwork by Vicky Davidson, again, legally licensed. And this is lovely. This is not usually my style. I don't usually go for like just a flower, but I had some loyalty points that was about to expire, which is always a big motivator for me, because like I ain't never losing my loyalty points. If I have to spend money to save money, then I will. It's a square, and it is a 40 by 40, so this is almost snack size. And it did have some ABs. It had some 666 ABs just for the red. I liked it up here. I'm not sure how I felt about I think I would have gone all in, perhaps to have more there, but yeah, I do like it. It was a lovely. Do you know what? It sounds weird, but I love this background. I don't know why. The things that amuse me, I don't know why, but all the colour, even though they're really muted, I just loved it. I thought the effect worked really well when you look at the original painting, and it's like this sort of almost a wood background effect. I loved that. The charting on that was lovely. I didn't do a post review. I should start doing post reviews, shouldn't I? I didn't do a post review on this. The only problem I had with it is I was missing some glue. And I thought it was just this top bit, so I didn't contact Diamond Art Studio about it. I'm somebody who like fixes my own problems because it's quicker. So I just got like one of these glue pens out to stick it down, and I thought it was all right down here because it was tacky. Like when I tested it, I was, you know, put my finger down, it was sticky, but apparently it wasn't sticky enough. So the drills would just glide off. So I did end up putting glue all the way down here. Which maybe if I'd known that, if I'd known it was the whole thing, I probably would have contacted Diamond Art Studio. They have great customer service, so I'm not at all worried or have any doubt they would have looked after me. But yeah, that was my only quibble. The drills are lovely, and the picture came up lovely. Yeah, good little snack size. Right, so that's it for the finished paintings. As I say, it wasn't much. So we'll do this one. This, if you've been following along, if you know my channel and following along, this is my cross stitch conversion, which I've been doing for 2.5 years. And so obviously I haven't done very much. It might look like I've done a fair bit. This is a massive, massive diamond painting. Like we're talking filling the wall type diamond painting. So this is a 50 by 70 canvas. And I've got 8 of them. I've divided the painting up into 8 pieces. So this is not even a quarter of 1/8 of the picture. So I've got a way to go. So this is obviously high on my list for working on in 2024. I have this app, and when I stopped last year, before my enforced break, because I'd already just taken a break for nearly a year and a half, it told me I was going to finish this painting. I have this app. It's called what's it called? Stitch Pal, and it can work out by, you tell it how many drills you place per day, and it'll work out what date you will finish at your current speed. And because I'd taken that 15-month break and now taken another 6-month break, last year it was saying I was going to finish it in the year 2016. So that's not going to happen because obviously I'm going to be long in the ground by then. and it didn't update because it doesn't dynamically update. I don't know what it was when I restarted this. I did actually do a little bit. This was like my next test. I did a little bit of this painting after doing the turtle. I laid a few just easy drills here, and if you've seen it, like this bit was missing because I was missing a drill. So I was missing a colour. I forgot to buy it, so I bought that and plugged the gap. So I've done a little bit over Christmas, and when it updated it, it updated it. Now I'm only finished in the year 2109. So we're improving. So the goal for 2024 is to, you know, I'm all right with this being like a little side project that I just play around with in the background. But even by my standards, finishing in the next century is yeah, it's pushing things a bit too far. So, you know, I would like to finish it in my lifetime. So this is going to be a nice little project that I'm going to highlight for at least for a little while. So my goal, I think, for January is to give this painting some love. I've only got one other diamond painting that I'm actively working on, which is nearly finished. And then once that's finished, the rest of January, I'm going to like really go for it. I've made the decision. If at the end of 2024, I have not moved on to my next 50 by 70, that's it. I'm moving on. And that's not going to happen. I'm not going to allow that to happen because I love this painting so much. It's called Dragon Racing to the Night. I put a picture up. So pretty. It's gorgeous. There's no way I'm not doing that picture. So this is it. We're doing it. I'm obviously not looking to finish, but yeah, if I'm not on the next 50 by 70 by the end of the year, I'm just packing up and going home. Well, I am home. You know what I mean. But yeah, that is my Dragon Race into the Night, my cross-stitch conversion from Heaven and Earth Designs. If you're interested in that, I'll put a playlist up in the corner, and that tells you everything about, you know, where I got my drills from and how I do whipping chats and all this sort of malarkey. But yeah, so let's move that. Okay, so this one I nearly never included. Well, mostly because I almost forgot. So this is one that this is one of the first paintings I ever bought. It was certainly the first painting I ever bought off of AliExpress. It was from AZQXD, yeah. So it was from AZQXD. They do this thing where if you get their paintings, I actually prefer it like this because this is how I have it on my table. So the symbols are this way, which makes it a lot easier for me to work on. But obviously it's a cheap one. It's from AliExpress, and it's a dodgy one because I thought I was wise, and I do remember doing a a reverse image check to see if I could find it. All I could find was millions of diamond paintings of it, and there was all, but that was it. Anyway, I've since found out it is like the reason why I probably couldn't is because it's only a portion of the picture. It's like a big painting, and there's more of the park because obviously I'm a big Disney fan, if you don't know. And yeah, so that's really dodgy because this is a Thomas Kincaid. But what can you do? I'm not one of these people. There are people that would go, oh, and oops, there's a popping drill, I think, or it came from somewhere. I will put that to one side. There are people, and I'm not saying it's good, right or wrong. You do what you do when it comes to stolen artwork. But I take the view of like, if I've already bought it, me throwing it in the trash or the rubbish or whatever you want to call it, doesn't do anybody any good. The company that sold it to me have already made their money, and they're going to still do it because I've paid them. And like throwing it away, it doesn't really do anything apart from it makes a person feel better, so which is fine. And if that's good for you, then do that. Me, I'm far too tight. I'm like, I've paid that money, I will do this painting no matter what. And I found where the drill come from. I thought it was there. See if I can get that in. There we go. Yeah, so I could be having a miserable time. It could be the worst painting with the worst popping drills, everything. It could be the nightmare diamond painting from hell. And I was like, I've paid for this, so I'm doing it. So yeah, this has been sitting around for a long time because I had started it before I started any of my licensed diamond paintings. But I think what I want to do is I want to finish it. But yeah, So the goal, I think, just because it's floating around, it's in like my pile of stuff to do. I just want to get rid of it. Well, I'm not going to get rid of it. Well, I might give it away, but yeah, I just want it to go away from my being a whip. So that's that one. It's square drills, by the way, but obviously acrylic. They have a little bit. They're pretty decent, but some of the dark colours, I think it's the 939. They're a bit too big or something. So I do occasionally get a popping drill from 939. But apart from that, it's actually quite a nice canvas. There was no rivers in it. No problems whatsoever. So yeah. Right, and this is my last one. This is my last whip. So this is a canvas by Diamond Art Studio. And it's by an artist, it's licensed artwork, obviously, by Hafsa Idris, which I'm sure I say wrong every single time I say it. As you can see, I started this, when did I start this? I think I started this about May. So, no, April. I started before my birthday. And yeah, so I did most of this before my break. And then I remember, this is what I planned to finish during Rebecca's June Whip and Waffles, and then I didn't. So, but that was the goal. So you can see it's nearly done. I mean, this is, I'd say that's like 20%, and that's like maybe 30% left up in this top panel. And over the holidays, this is the one I've really been trying it out. So I don't know, I think I was around here. So I've done this whole panel and this pretty much over Christmas and New Year break. So, and you know, my arm's been a little bit peeved occasionally, but for the most part, it's been all right. So this is the goal. This is my main goal for January now. Even taking my time, I can do this in January. That's not a problem. So I'm going to finish this one in January, and then alongside that, I'm going to be working on, sorry, not the camera again. That's the trouble with these big paintings. They get in the way. And then in between, alongside that, I'm going to be working on this one as well for the whole of January. And I'm not going to do any other paintings. I am going to kit up another AliExpress painting, which is a round. And I think it's a 50 by 40. But it's like, it's kind of snack size. So I'm going to kit up that, and probably as I finish this square, I'll probably do that. But this, once this square is done, this is going to be my main focus for January. So I'm hoping to get like at least like this big panel done, maybe a bit more. I can do that. And guess what? I watched for a new video coming for an unboxing. Because look, got my first Diamond Art Club. I got it from a D-stash in the UK, so it was a good deal. It was a really good deal, so I'm so happy with it. But you'll have to watch the unboxing if you want to see what it is, because I've hidden it. It's a square though. Surprise, it's a square. It's also huge. It's, what is it, 70 by 99. Because you know me, I can't do small. I can't do small. Not easily, not in squares. Anyway, and coming soon as well, I've also bought for the first time from Dreamer Designs in their Christmas sale. So I've got 2 paintings coming from them. They're winging their way in now. So more unboxings. I don't think I've ever done 3 unboxings in a month before. I'm not a prolific buyer. I'm not. And also I bought a bunch of cross-stitch patterns in the sales over Christmas and New Year. So there'll be something I'll be working on. Not straight away. This is my main cross-stitch conversion that I'm going to be working on for January. But after that, it'll go back to like that working on every now and again status, which is what it was always planned to be. I allowed like 2 to 3 years to complete this painting. It's been 2.5, so I do need to up the pace a bit. Right, there's a siren coming. Hang on. Sorry, I live in London and on a through route, and I swear every time I turn the camera on, a police car or an ambulance goes past. It's not, no, I swear. It makes me sound like I live in like the worst place with all the sirens. Yeah, so what was I saying? Right, so this is my main one, but after January, it'll go back to being a side project. I do have my Jasmine Beckett Griffiths cross stitch all kitted up now. I was part way through kitting up that. If you want to watch those, I did 2, I think, because that's a max colour, and that's up there. I didn't actually finish it. That was one of the things I did finish over the break as well. I was just like, I'm over this. I'm not going to film it. If I film something, I'll film the kitting up of the snack size from AliExpress for the rounds I'm going to plan. The Jasmine Beckett Griffith cross-stitch conversion, that's all kitted up now. So come February, I'll probably start on that. And then that's a much smaller one. I think it's a 60 by 60. Well, it's not much smaller, but it's on the smaller side. So that's a 60 by 60. I'll be working on that in February. And while I'm working on that, I'll start getting the drills together and the canvas for at least one of my cross-stitch conversions, which I know which one I'm going to do. Well, I don't actually, but I do. I want to do, trouble is I want to do them all. Do you know what? Let's take away the boring white one. I don't know why I did that. Let's look at this pretty one, because I do love this. This has been a joy to work on. Confetti heaven. Look at these. Really? He turned that siren on right outside my window. I had no idea he was coming. It was an ambulance. I had no idea he was coming, and he just turned it right on. Loads of confetti, which was a surprise. I will do when I finish this. I'll do a post review. There we go. Must remember. But yeah, because it takes so long to source up the drills and the canvas and everything for a cross stitch conversion, I don't foresee starting that next one until the summer. But for now, these are all my plans, and this is the main plan. It's so pretty. Thank you so much for watching. Happy New Year. I said that. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Stick around and look at my other videos and do all the things. Take care and see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.